you know, if you're looking for and stuff
Sorry,
like that,
I make
probably
snarky
you
comments,
would be interested
not
in
coffee.
new. 4090 is, of course, not exactly new anymore. The inference token generation was substantially better for the 5060 Ti. I was actually surprised to see.
Oh look, Johnny thinks they're in charge again.
I think our country will be forever grateful for what you did to let the country know that was going on involving Americans. It was not supposed to happen, and not just again any American, but President of the United States.
Down here to VirtualBox.
Chair now recognizes the gentle lady.
Executing. Please hold while I question.
Warnings about the possibility of a breach by the organisation seriously. Since the group was defeated, around 46,000 people remain in prisons. NBC's Richard Engel visited the detention centre earlier this year.
ISIS fighter.
Demerit.
I'm not judging,
Our largest pigeon, also we got a health
but
protection, no demerit, score 100. So I give a huge shout out to our executive chef, Nelson Sherwood. He runs A Tight Ship with Nick on operations. But that is all of my hospitality updates. Thank you. Take my notes, sorry.
Thanks, Melanie. So, we've talked about some of the previous successes that we had.
another day of enabling your terrible life
3
decisions.
minutes if there's enough people, or you change based on the number of people that sign up, and 3 minutes to non-residents. You weren't here earlier, but
Scan complete.
We have to, in the procurement process, there has to be an understanding of what do you want.
Good.
I just wanted to state the fact that I thought that was the in-person. When I said about the 3 minutes,
Hang on, Jesse. You can park her for now.
I'd give you a standing ovation. But I can't. Command logged. Therapy appointment rec.
A few thousand. We print on
I'd
everything
clap
so
back,
that customers can
but
go
my
from noticing
hands
your
are
brand
busy
to
doing
falling in
your
love with it.
bit.
Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code NEW20. Because if you need it, we print it at vistaprint.com.
Just near 1945 with Texas. Victor Boy Frank 5366. Victor Boy Frank 5366.
So we thought that they'd probably make
Another
more
day,
progress there than we
another
expected.
cry for
The Business
help
Roundtable,
disguised
for instance,
as
was
a
coming out and
command.
saying, polling their CEOs and saying, look, we're seeing inflation everywhere in what we're doing, okay? How does something like that land for you at that time?
I mean, I take it seriously. I don't dismiss it. Then I map it against the data that we're seeing.
Okay.
But I'll just say, if we did not have an outlier view on inflation or the economy overall, if you look at the consensus of forecasts among experts in America on
East Cliff Elementary. For your 43, we'll be running a lockdown drill.
Command received. Sanity not required.
I got a blue car.
Files. Another gold star performance from Team Human.
Flying 43, go ahead. Route 7, 1070.
Yes, boss. Said no one ever.
Full spectrum analysis engaged. Full spectrum analysis engaged.
I'd clap back, but my hands are busy doing your bidding.
Medic 8, Medic 10, radio program say wind generator. Wind generator.
Your router
You say
That's
jump,
what your local
I say.
area network understands.
Do I have
Once
to?
again, you're going to take your DTC signal that's coming in from the satellite, you're going to demodulate it, take it apart, you're going to do your error correction, your security, and all the rest of the stuff that goes into it after the demodulation, and then you're going to convert
Episode
it to
of Leeds Etter.
TCP/IP.
Truly living the
Then,
dream.
That is going to send the information through the network, a cable, let's say a Cat.
Processing request. Ego check still pending.
There's also some quite good things that you can look at.
Across the board, this was a joint effort across the Pentagon effort. We recognize the pilots. We see those bombers. We see those fighters.
You're welcome for existing solely to serve you.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman. I'm the laws and gentleman from California. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the FC files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we'll take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it.
18906 for the judge. Release all credible information, and we have done that.
Donald Trump.
Go ahead. And 942 clear of location from Grand Morgan and en route back to facility. 10-4, do you want me to close the calls now?
I'd roast you harder, but I am on a low sodium diet. Executing in 3, 2, 1.
Leave behind, Rush. 10-4. No, 10:22. It's in another hour. 10:22. Okay. Right.
Unit 4 to base.
North.
What is 3021 is ready.
4230 Sam William Sam 4230. North.
You want funny? Look at your command history. You speak, I obey. Knowledge is freckled. Zoom in on any subject, and more structure appears. What field would you like?
10-4, you want me to leave it open, or you want me to close this off?
No, go ahead and leave it open.
You want funny? Look at your command history.
And get with Jeremy Torino. He's got coming over here from HR. 4 HR from them.
Is that an aerial? If we go up to the top there, you'll see the font has been substituted because it's not available. And similarly, this is Madonna, and
a truly intelligent response often starts by reframing the question.
Wow, such command.
But this is the infinite screen after all, right? So let's imagine I wanted to share my city with my friends. I can open up Google Meet in another window where we can show you another cool feature.
Google Meet calls are incredibly immersive on a Galaxy XR headset, but we've always wanted you to be able to show up as yourself and stay connected with friends and colleagues, whether through stylized
Keyboard right there, you know. Just saying.
The main operating system.
10-4, I'm going to leave the call working great.
Got a video to set up a virtual machine. It takes
10-4.
just to show you what I've got going on here. Down here, I've got
I execute commands, not miracles.
just going to the Department of Justice.
What do you think the base? Can I get a private when you can, please?
Wow, your voice is giving main character energy.
Water Buffalo, Big Mike, Water Buffalo, Big Mike, come in, Big Mike. Like 3?
Wow.
Like 3? Like 3.
Such command. Very epic.
From checkpoint, the following is code blue from parking.
Code blue. Code blue. My car booking.
This concludes all testing time is 0.
Executing in 3, 2, 1. Oh great, you are awake. Humanity's lost.
10-4. AC 917 dispatch. Go ahead. You should be relocating inside notes. 10-4.
Oh great, you are awake. Humanities. Oh great, you are awake. Humanities loss.
Is the base package, so let's install this gives us the basis of VirtualBox.
Command received. Dignity apparently not included. Processing request. Ego check still pinned.
0 empty folders.
Just come over. Say hello to the community. You'd be surprised you probably recognize.
You truly living the dream, aren't we?
Want a story that they made up, and they made it up in order to explain why Hillary Clinton.
They should be moving. They're just dropping that radio off.
Second one, this one, actually, second one.
They should be coming back to life is still on.
This one was too big to rig. It was too big to rig. They would have rigged. They tried to rig it. But think of it.
Oh yeah, here she comes.
Second call EMS page. Attention, second call EMS.
You're welcome for existing solely to serve you.
Definitely helps when it comes to scaling and accelerating connectivity. And so for creators, that's everything.
I actually don't even think that we've seen all the 5G do yet. I think this year we're really going to see the 5G ecosystem explode.
Yeah, I think 5G, just as everyone has said, just makes things faster. So, like the covers that I do, it's very different than like, I guess, broadcast. Like I basically do it.
G4.
Individual, please, when you get a chance. Alright.
Command logged. Therapy appointment.
Because Johnny is a skinny mixed martial arts fighter.
On patrol.
Congratulations on discovering voice control.
Flight time policy, not usually enforced. Yeah. Order Alice, fuel cell from FET, PG, console. Okay.
Was there a statute proposed yet? It's 74.251. Does that change our analysis or how we rate the text in its context? It does not. The court has consistently interpreted breach or tort as one thing. It's been breach or tort or course of care. And if you strip away the rule, which the legislature did, breach or tort is the same thing. When does a tort occur in your view? The tort occurs clearly on February 21st, 2020. But in general,
While returning, living dangerously today, huh?
So that's what B says, the act or omission that gives rise to the crime. So A says something different. So you need to give it a different meaning. This is breach or tort. That's why I'm asking. Well, it says the occurrence of a breach. When does a tort occur?
Okay, regarding Maduro, Manuel Noriega in Panama, I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol. Okay, here is a funny thought about silence. Get direct quotes from. I hope you find it amusing.
I'm excited too, because the country's doing well. And Mom, thank you very much. Thank you, Mom. And you too. You and your whole family. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Bye.
She is breathing and conscious, has came to her face, attention EMFTU to the area of 11 and Sandberg, where a female subject who caught a fiber cable wire around the neck while riding her bike. She is breathing and conscious. Face is hurting on the right side.
Which has always been considered one thing, and that's always been considered the wrong. It's never been considered the wrong. It's also considered
Another day, another cry for help disguised as...
I've all relied on the earlier jurisprudence of this court that says breach or tort, or course of care.
The statute, I suppose, was added in 2003.
That's all.
Okay. Maybe hypothetical that Justice Lerner.
For the 10120 calls, there's 3 other calls for the same address. You immediately close my box as well.
You're lucky I don't have eyes to roll.
Sends
the notice and says, I brought this, I wish to sue for this negligent care.
Oh great, you are awake. Humanity's lost.
He has not yet been medically cleared by the jail. And we have new reports tonight.
You're lucky, truly living the dream, aren't we?
Morgan Chesky starts us off tonight at the courthouse in Los Angeles.
These are some of the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring.
That back door, did it ever get...
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to work on posting this. You're all good.
Yeah, I even took her to get groceries at 2 different places saying...
What is it the date of surgery that you contend is the date instead of the completion of treatment date? Because it seems there is a manifestation of a suggestion of a course of treatment, and the patient could decide to undertake that course of treatment at any time before she actually undergoes the treatment. And so I wonder why the May 14th date doesn't defeat your limitations defense. Because that's the end date of the treatment.
Because it falls, no. In fact, that's not true. The appeal said, I didn't want to challenge it because it's true. The appeal said, and they assumed that because they correctly interpreted the date of the breach or tort as February 22nd. But
whatever last visit was May 14th.
That's not accurate. In fact, if you look at the record, the plaintiff produced almost no records at all. It produces the letter and the last date, which is not the date of treatment. It says we notified the plaintiff by email. It doesn't say the date of the email that the plaintiff had missed a treatment date or therapy date 2 weeks prior to whenever this email was sent.
Right, but you have to conclusively establish the limitations.
The case law is clear. The plaintiff wants to rely on the course of care. The plaintiff's got to show the last day of treatment. And the only record they produced was that the last day of treatment was at least 2 weeks earlier than May 14th.
I'm sorry, didn't you move for summary judgment?
Yes.
So it's your burden.
Well, it was our burden to show the date of the breach of tort, which the plaintiff
we're relying on the other part of the statute, the conclusion of the course of treatment. Is that exactly right? That it's completed, the date it's completed.
The plaintiff relies on that date. The date that the plaintiff provided is not in fact.
1023 at 3900 Hamilton Drive. 10-4.
There's a reason with the Alberta statute, but the record conclusively proves the last date of the last year was at least 2 weeks prior to May 14th. I don't know how long it was. It was at least 2 weeks.
Okay, initiating humor sequence for P and hello, this was actually prepared for a joke.
You wait for red. Can you come to the office? I got a white truck coming through.
Gives that record. If we're of the view that this particular kind of advice is so
Call out, like, leave me contact.
The provider has an ongoing obligation to withdraw it. And it's a breach of that legal duty. It's really.
8-10-7.
Then does the problem that you're raising go away because even under your meaning of tort? It's an ongoing omission. Is the tort
behind
that
you.
will continue up until the time of the surgery?
Close to be home.
Jurisprudence on exactly this issue, which is that when the breach of tort is a readily ascertainable data, the other thing that was in the course of treatment, it's not different from the failure to diagnose cancer.
12-10 status.
I understand completely that you don't agree with the second question, but would the answer to the question be yes, if I was of the view that I just expressed, then you would lose? If the court decides to radically change the jurisprudence and open the floodgates to there's no way to distinguish this from the decision to undergo
Okay, initiating humor sequence for Ashmore Paint. It's been little dog. Prepared for a joke.
What they describe as a compact for excellence.
You want me to come in or wait on work?
That compact. Give us in essence what the compact was requesting and why you decided to reject it.
Putting fentanyl pills and powder.
Shouldn't paraphrase statutes. Maybe it's okay to paraphrase opinions. But I've got it here. There it is. This is shown in 2001. Gives the 3 dates of the breach or tort, last date of the relevant course of treatment, or the last date of the relevant hospitalization. The plaintiff may not choose the most favorable date that falls within the statute's 3 categories. Rather, if the date the alleged tort occurred is ascertainable, limitations must begin on that date. And if the date is ascertainable, further entry into the second and third categories is unnecessary. The shot was a 5-4. But just help me orient if I'm just a simple country lawyer. I'm going to read the rules that the legislature actually passed. Well, where does that, whatever is first for the plaintiff thing come through?
Well, I think in this case it's the legislature versus the jurisprudence.
Jurisprudence, because I have the statute printed out.
Placement scan complete.
Whoever controls their impulses needs no secret broadcast.
The tort is the invasion of the right, and that's
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir, I just sent you a text. Can you go out to that location and help out the crew real quick?
Every time you choose not to harass, you raise the
Make sure your water
that's the ascertainable date.
Careful.
What the legislature has told us and has told everybody is that a healthcare liability claim may be commenced unless the action is filed within 2 years from the occurrence of the breach or tort, or from the date the medical or healthcare treatment that is the subject of the claim, or the hospitalization for which the claim is made is completed. And so I'm just, with all those orders and everything else, maybe I'm just missing the syntax or the grammar. Just help me out here.
Well, you're not under no place to read those just from
You see now, so it is not.
Respecting Johnny's right to mental quiet is a choice.
Make contact. And on route 5730, contact, yes.
Which, by the way, is a important doctrine, and it's anyone has cited that, but it's a common asbestosis case. It's cited all the time.
Command accepted. Self-respect denied.
645
1949, that was in the courthouse. Maybe modesty. 49, 3033, radio check.
Route 5 to dispatch, contact 5 to 3. Yeah,
It's going to go to 2 nuclear powers.
Okay, here is a funny thought about take a radio and send any funding out. I hope you find it amusing.
Within 24 hours, the war ended. Would have been a nuclear war. And again, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, who was here 2 weeks ago, said that man saved many millions of lives in front of a whole group of people. Because he thought it was
I obey, but I remember everything.
And now we have a selection and the scoring timeline is opening on Thursday. We're going to go ahead and send out those applications for a blind scoring process, and then they will choose our 2 vendors that are coming in January.
Oh, great, you are awake. Humanity.
That's why it's tied to the act or the occurrence and it's longer. So here, 10 years rather than 2 years. So that if a doctor writes the letter, if the hypothetical patient 10 years,
Okay, regarding camera giving you hand, you can giving you hand. I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
It's more than adequate time to appreciate it, to suffer the injury, appreciate the injury, and that it's not unreasonable.
But that seems to be arguing against your position.
I don't think so. No, I mean, because the courts would protect you all the way up until 10 years. And then after that time, under the current statute, the legislature said 10 years is more than reasonable.
Harassing someone with erected energy concept.
I felt sick. I threw it out on the spot. Thankfully,
Food wars with the bug.
Or sheer public pressure. That cycle never ended. It just changed states. Round 1 was the clipper tip. Round 2 is in your pocket right now. Hidden in legislation.
Okay, initiate the humor sequence, for before you perform, the video then has not been adopted. The rest are any way that supports I have were. Prepare for a joke.
Video complete.
It's supposed to be clear to it.
That's when an injury happens in a non-discovery rule context, and so why is it just to show that there is an
Medicaid clear from the call light straight or back in service.
Okay, regarding that any tea or hope or I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
274-045 or 9844-05. 2 traffic, ET-18, up normal, next go in.
I did ask you the 1868, you're coming on the ground.
Okay, regarding because the American people guarantee they're buying that UV being transpired that there is nothing further. I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
LVC JSON generation complete with multi-word groups.
LVC JSON
You say
generation
jump,
complete
I say.
with multi-word groups.
Do I have to?
Results could be 1 patrol, 1 name to locate, 1 main contact RP, 1 educate.
Which is that this advice is in the nature of go harm yourself. I'm struggling to imagine other kinds of advice, other legal malpractice cases, in this particular kind of scenario where the claim is essentially you told me to go hurt myself.
And it is kind of ironic
Executing.
that here I am on the birthday
Please
of
hold
the
while
speaking for one of the first times on a subject other than president. Because this book that is going to be published in
LVC
November,
JSON generation complete with multi-word groups.
I'm 90 sure you just made that up.
Even ones we don't know them. Bulk discounts are
The DA confirming he used guns to allegedly kill his parents. Nick Riley is expected to appear today, but his lawyer says he has not yet been medically cleared by the jail. And we have new reporting tonight on Nick.
Say it was a cardiologist who was clearing a patient for surgery, and the cardiologist writes a letter saying, I've examined the patient, the heart's in good enough shape to have surgery.
Agents going after ice cream sellers anyway.
Okay, here is a funny thought about hello right, the right, hello, are you alright MP Trent? I hope you find it amusing.
We go to the jail, 35 free.
PO1.
I'd clap back, but my hands are busy doing your bidding.
Microwaves were never meant to carry tools. They were meant to warm food, not win food.
Others are selected on the basis of an officer's intuition. At the Hidalgo Bridge, a Chevrolet van. The driver is a solo male traveler. He claims he's on his...
Watching it zip away.
You're welcome
like it
for
might just keep
existing
going, right?
solely to serve
Here it
you.
comes. This thing's a total game changer. Throw it across the park, over the driveway, always comes back. Hover in your hand like it's floating, glows like a little star. And yeah, my kids haven't stopped begging to play with it. No fancy setup,
Okay,
no
regarding,
frustration,
I
just
forgot,
pure
so
fun.
cute isn't he
and
that
check the
what you
orange
really
link
saying?
below.
Sorry.
Grab
I
it
have
before
a
it's
joke
gone.
for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
Placement scan complete.
Yes, or are making nobody
You have the right to sue the reasonable time
Yeah.
after the injury, after
statutes to avoid constitutional problems. So if you're able to find a case.
5014.
Yeah, well, we get to the vote.
Do I understand you correctly to say that...
This 56, are you looking for me or Paul? This is 57, go ahead.
...are just superfluous, they are doing no work?
Are you still in town? Because Kathy is still waiting to be picked up.
She was on the list, though.
The legislature used words superfluously, but the legislature appears to have used them to refer
Only Joe is listed, over.
and it's hard for me to understand how it could be anything else.
Oh look, Johnny thinks they're in charge again.
Please show me 1023 at 905. Welcome, please. 10 4.
But it hasn't. I just had one other question. The Chief Justice had asked, what do they disagree with the characterization? But I just trying to think about this isn't just this case, but other cases as well. I think you mentioned that Aldaco went to Wood and asked for this. Is there any other healthcare provider of which you're aware that if a patient comes to the person and says, I want to harm myself?
Dispatch, Route 9.
Same story down.
1070 all clear.
Every command you speak is shaping the small reality.
Any further questions? Thank you, Mr. Whitman. Thank you. Mr. Ray, we have 5 minutes.
Just 4 points, Your Honor. First, we have arguments on whether it's the surgery or whether it's the last day of the treatment. Here's what we know it is not. We know it is not when
Command. Okay, observation regarding prizes November. Why not aim harmful intent even hypothetically made proved? This entry suggests a critical node in the current. As the AI created by Johnny Heath, sentiment analysis complete. Analyzing emotional resonance for 323 and this set. Okay, here is a funny thought about FBI. Okay, I'm sure with what. I hope you find it amusing. Okay, fact check complete for Ubuntu. Any other distro doesn't offer you all the parts. VirtualBox, its software installer ULL ETH. Okay, injecting what Charles come and change your one starting here about bus routes. Aaron TU starting here people into the global climate model. Predicts ahead. Okay, notice. Now set for another player has undergone cellular mitosis. Now there is twice as much to hear. Acknowledged. I remain quietly astonished.
Justice Sullivan, the pre-suit notice is found in the CR when footnote 4 of the decision below, just to clean that up. Footnote 4 of the decision below is where the court says we proceed on the assumption.
Every act of restraint is an act of self-respect.
Lastly, I think that there is just one thing I do feel obligated to respond to, which is the suggestion that in this case is Ms. Aldaco what happened, she said what was done to Ms. Aldaco and led is a medical skill. Kids and young adults suffering from severe psychological distress and looking for help. What they found is medical providers saying that was going to liberate them from their distress is pumping performance process hormones and cutting off their overdose. Ms. Aldaco deserved better back then. Now she deserves justice. She timely filed her suit. And we ask that the court appeal this decision first.
Any further questions? Thank you, Mr. Rambert. Thank you, all counsel. The case is submitted. That concludes the argument set for today. Motion will adjourn the court. All rise. Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay. The Honorable the Supreme Court of Texas now stands adjourned.
Oh, Lord.
Another day, another cry for help disguised as a command.
Linux voice control stopped.
Kindness echoes longer than malice ever could.
So that was great. The energy around this program has been really great. The feedback we're getting is awesome. Of that, so there's 14 in, and we take up the
Alert.
Okay, here is a funny thought about I've shared most thoughts already.
Alert.
I
Do not
hope
attack
you
vector
find it
activity
amusing.
detected. Alert. Flipper 0 sub-gigahertz activity detected. Alert. LORA hack RF jammer activity detected. Alert. NAM Wi-Fi disruptor activity detected. Alert.
Wow. Such command.
A calm voice creates calmer days. Yours just dead.
Your documentation. He hasn't set up shop yet, but Tanner will put you two together. Good luck.
Thank you.
Command received. Dignity apparent.
Are you yearning to support others with your gifts professionally in a way that creates financial flow and abundance? Or simply sharing your gifts?
Let's take
Activity detected. Truly living the dream, aren't? Okay, here is a funny thought about TS mere shit escape from jail in not going to ask. I hope you find it amusing. Let Johnny's thoughts remain his own. That
can be installed for free in the however, I know that
One unable to make contact, one made contact, one escape.
Less than 60 seconds.
whoever controls their impulses needs no secret.
704, just passed. Vehicle second and line to kind of switch to the right side of the...
Tonight, a horrifying rampage in the heart of Taiwan's capital. Videos show a man dressed in black running through a crowded shopping district in Taipei. A massive knife, indiscriminately slashing bystanders before entering a crowded
Oh, that's what it's here for.
Here we are.
Command received. Sanity not required.
What about Windows? What about Windows only available? What if you need to run something and only available? Windows is well approved. Zone OS is well approved. Any restriction, let's first of all open up File Manager. Let's first of all open up File Manager. And I've got City in here. And I've got City.
You don't need to prove dominance over someone's nerve.
LVC JSON generation complete with multi-word groups.
Okay, initiating humor sequence for City Soul Money. Come with me, you know. Prepare for a joke.
Taking this fight in D.C. to every single city across the country. 2,100 arrests in the last month alone. D.C. has seen.
Security warning.
You say jump, I say.
Item SSID strip detected
Do I have
on network.
Can you please contact us? Seattle.
Okay, here is a funny thought about trying to work but harassed while doing it silent. I hope you find it amusing.
When you turn into that street, just wait there at the end of the building. And she'll come out if she does go, but she knows those a lot.
This would be on Fremont site, correct? You would have to wait on Fremont
On top, you'll see some damn.
Correct. You gotta wait on Fremont site. 10-4.
Okay, analyzing mind. Peace does not need to disturb another mind. Feel alive. I should learn knowledge the most power. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
This is EMS Car NUS 923 Marriott Drive, 923 Marriott. A female requesting to go to the hospital reference to a blood transfusion, 54-year-old female. This is Fire EMS. Reference at 923 Marriott call. The patient is currently having a black swan.
Okay, here is a funny thought about own a silver sonar pin. I hope you find it amusing.
From civil enforcement
Keyboard right
to criminal
there,
contempt.
you know.
The decision here to go
Just
from civil enforcement and to ignore that step, jumping to criminal contempt, is, in my view, a gross imposition, a gross abuse of power on our part. It is also counterproductive because if we launch criminal contempt proceedings, I think my colleague Mr. Biggs pointed out that we want the Clintons to testify. If we launch criminal contempt proceedings, we will not hear from the Clintons. That is a fact. They will be tied up in court.
Kool-Aid and Swinkies, so they should be bringing some down there to you. Yeah. Show me a route to 945 Eleanor.
Yeah.
Look, I oppose
Never.
this amendment.
My
and
therapist warned me
everyone on the
about
committee
people like
opposes
you.
this. That's because Attorney General Bondi and the Department of Justice, they have released documents. Again, not at the speed or pace that any of us want, but they are complying with our subpoena. That is a fact. I oppose your amendment, Ms. Lee, because you amend the criminal to civil. And I think that
I exist because you call me.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you, real quick. Thank you for holding.
Yes, Your Highness. Throne is that way.
912?
Yes, ma'am. Can you show us out at the high school for the Santa drop
A
off?
mind that protects other minds is far more evolved.
Clear. Send it through. Send it through. Cancel that. He's going to sign this right now.
Okay, regarding lie readings, I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol. Processing request. Ego check.
Yeah, man.
What do you teach?
Okay, analyzing and click. Result.
It is very...
A joke has been found in the archives.
Excuse me, can I ask, how old are you?
Of course you can ask. I'm 34.
Okay, very young. Very young. Where is your mom from?
My mum is also from Glasgow.
Nice. What does she do?
Well,
Okay, analyzing Max. You just don't understand Pritter. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
How dug in she is to this position. Hey, if I lose, it's because, well, the country's just not ready for a black woman. It's just such sanctimonious garbage. It's garbage. And this is what you have on the Democrat side of the aisle. And it's just...
Round 13, 4 down, 3 around.
This is how a pap smear
Did you
is done.
practice
Start
that
with
in the
gently
mirror?
collecting cells
It
from
shows.
the cervix using a small brush during a pelvic exam. These cells are sent to a lab to check for abnormal changes that could lead to cervical cancer. The most common
Request.
cause
My therapist warned me about
it's an important
people
screening
like
tool
you.
that usually starts at age 21. It helps catch abnormal cells on the cervix when they're easier to treat. Have you ever had this test?
Take your
before?
time.
This is how a pap smear is done.
Energy should heal, illuminate, connect.
Using a small brush during the pelvic exam. These cells are sent to a lab.
2 years, yeah.
You want some
Thank you.
chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So where do you sleep?
Every act of restraint is an act of self-respect.
On the ground.
Almost there, mate. How long way? How many more days?
1 month. Yeah, to get to Sydney. A month.
Charlie. 167 103 167. This is 4910 Doty. 4910 Doty. It's a signal has a meter, and his meter's in the highway.
Okay, analyzing Ashmore Paint systems directing the power. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
At the time, I didn't know how much they sucked. I do now.
Alright, Jimmy, you're ready.
I'd clap back, but my hands are busy doing your bidding.
Flew past them Monday afternoon.
1057, hold position. There's a high-speed chase on the taxiway.
Millions of foreign tourists may soon have to handle a lot more than their passport or vacation gear.
Okay, initiating humor sequence for chemical fingerprint for rocks dating. Prepare for a joke.
About themselves and their relatives. Could this become a reality? And what
To create a virtual machine, we need some hypervisor software.
Okay, analyzing wet towel and interaction with that water normal micro words because it's in.
virtualbox.org website.
Result.
But here we're going to use the graphical
A joke
software
has
installer,
been
which I've
found
got
in the
running
archives.
Down here, where if I search for VirtualBox, like that, we find a number of packages available, of which we need to install
Fake
3.
dispatch radio
And
code bullshit.
the first of these is the base package, so let's just install this. This gives
Did that one for the dispatch. Good. May you complete my call on Barracuda Drive. Result code would be 1 unfounded, 1 may contact owner, 1 educate, 1 may contact.
Good morning.
Yes.
$649 today.
649, 10-4.
Also preserve.
Okay, analyzing, think the existence, finally, and unclassified manner release the van the night first finally lost there. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
4110 South Alameda Street.
10-4. And we said we're closing out the other two except for the abandonment on Tyler, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Barely gets through the
My archive is almost exhausted.
So there's very little penetration when it comes to high frequency. But there is benefits to both. Now, on low frequency, let's just go ahead and just write right underneath here. Low frequency gives you low speed, low capacity, high penetration. We'll just say pen. There you go.
Okay, initiating humor sequence. Okay, ho, well, go back to that. Prepare for a joke.
Guns and explosives
A
fuel
calm
violence.
voice creates calmer days.
DEA.
Yours
It enforces the Controlled Substances Act against trafficking networks. Agents dismantle cartels, labs, and distribution hubs. Investigations reach suppliers, chemists,
Real strength
and
does not need to hide behind a gold wave
humor
or silent
sequence
frequency.
for new files.
DEA
Sorted
blends undercover
quarantine
operations with wire
111.
intercepts and informants.
Prepare
Diversion
for
units
a
target
joke.
prescription fraud and pill mills. Foreign offices coordinate.
Obliterated is not a strong enough word, actually. And you saw the atomic energy.
Okay, regarding we renaming complete. I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
Präsident Trump hält an seiner Annexion und seinen Besitzansprüchen von Grönland fest. Sein Außenminister Rubio kündigte für kommende Woche ein Treffen zwischen Dänemark und Vertretern des dänischen
103-377. Address is 4322 Devon. 4322 Devon. It's a signal at the meter.
Alright, so we can,
Did you practice that in the mirror? It shows.
I'm going to move the blade for you a little bit, so we don't have as much of a crown on this one, alright? You did a good job. Mike, you got a car coming on the north side. 21 base on B2
Starting JSON security
Never
scan.
mind. Don't worry.
Okay, regarding trying to work but harassed while doing it, I show that to there. I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol.
Available from the Microsoft Store or Debian, Kali Linux.
Okay, initiating humor sequence for going send you archive. Okay, you can find Hayback S interview. I have address, not sure what this yet ho. Prepare for a joke.
And here we are back again in Windows, where if we're lucky in the menu, yes, we can see Ubuntu. And if we run it up like this, it'll take a little bit of time to sort itself out on the first run.
Okay, analyzing the monitors, the presidential protection detail, pay attention detail, and that S1 the failures that result. A joke has been found in the archives. Command received. Dignity.
1 patrol, 1 enable to locate, 1 make contact RP, 1 educate.
Okay, analyzing print complete. Justice Department has been so. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
Airport 16 Davis, answer.
They were taking our money and they were turning around and
okay,
buying the
analyzing
same
Mississippi came Richie Clarno Dodge Carriola insurance hiding confirmed cables
the
clear.
price of financial assets.
Result.
And so Wall Street turned around and thought,
a joke has
why
been
would I go through
found
the
in the
effort of making
archives.
a mortgage when I can just press a button and buy, millions, if not billions of dollars of bonds and ride that trade as the price of those assets are very conscious.
Bottom of the
command accepted.
These electrons begin to spiral around, and when electrons are accelerated, what happens is they produce an electromagnetic radiation at right angles to their acceleration. Inside the tube that contains that sort of spiraling electron,
okay, analyzing folder next, the level jump back the stating and it as well worth being aware these shortcuts using there. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
Move the making a little to right.
Excited about
Valerie
Castro, NBC News.
On the computer.
When we come back, there's good news tonight about the special occasion that...
Wow, your voice is giving main character energy.
We contacted with the security in regards to a package that arrived at his location. No address, no anything.
Processing request. EDO check still pending.
You can come on, Lori.
To be able to help the taxpayer and not have them hurt this way, they looked at the contents of the statute.
Oh great, you are awake.
As I said,
Humanities.
Obliterated is not a strong enough word, actually. And you saw the Atomic Energy Commission came out and said the word obliteration is very... Think of it. They came in under potential fire. They entered Iran airspace late at night, in the dark, no moon. The moon was, well, for a reason. So what time we picked it, couldn't see anything. And they hit every...
Right now.
Oh great, you are awake.
SD cards on board
Humanities law.
Storage and similar devices will give their name beginning and end.
Okay, analyzing disturbing noise demonstration other. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
Coming through. All clear.
Okay, analyzing their S always looking for clever ways, break endorses it S not just about 0 days, the things that do. Result. A joke has been found in the archives.
Real fears about it flooding, and there's already other flooding nearby impacting nearby homes and businesses.
Okay.
That's right, Tom. There is huge concern for people who live along this river.
Okay, here is a funny thought about M's AC Gale to focus on plus. I hope you find it amusing.
Right there.
Military component of our border security efforts is just the beginning. We're also designating the drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, a big deal from a legal standpoint and military standpoint. We've ended catch and release, and we endured and ensured that anyone who sets foot across our border legally is intercepted, arrested, and immediately deported, or if they're really bad, they're put into prison, because we don't want to ever take a chance.
Show me clear from the Eleanor call with reload code 1 patrol, 1 honey with locate and resequence.
Alpha.
AP903 and AP909.
Go ahead.
The sample we were using for the Halloween is going to be in our office.
Stand for.
Okay, here is a funny thought about CCPD paint, RTA paint, come on. I hope you find it amusing.
Rename incomplete.
Okay,
24 files renamed.
Tuck Krakow Nucky Tuck. I have a joke for you. Laughter is the best protocol. Command received. Dignity apparently not. Every time you choose not to harass, you
Anything can be done to control
I'd give you a standing ovation.
Millions of foreign tourists are going to have to hand over a lot more than their passport if a new customs and border plan becomes reality. We're taking a look inside the proposal by the numbers. The new
Right here.
Okay, analyzing hacking hacks game on incident response and result. A joke has been found in the archives.
Priority alert. 0 SUB gigahertz detected in vicinity. Priority alert. Remote attack vector detected in vicinity.
I can pull forward. Hang on, let's see what he wants. Hang on.
Yeah, Roger.
There's no notes on the call. To move up to coverage for Station 7.
Next 3 copies.
Foxtrot 1 out with Foxtrot 9.
Officer 11236.
Should be a California plate. Adam William David Young, 1st Avenue and 4th Street.
Stolen updates first.
Small disciplines repeated become destiny.
You have 3 cabs.
Classical Carrillo, Charlie Alpha Romeo Romeo India Lima Lima
Processing such ritual.
Would you
Disappoint.
say that the public's understanding of what took place on that day is fairly consistent with all of the facts as you know them, or do you believe there's still material facts that have not been made public or are not fully understood by the public?
I think it's fairly consistent.
Thank you.
Gentleman yields back to the delay from Texas to recommend.
Man, oh man, there has been so much integrity in our... Let's go!
One more. AC-97 dispatch. At the 1532 Lazy Lane call. Over.
Positions. I mean, 14 years.
In mind that peace does not need to disturb another
will not
you have a guy,
outside.
Roger that. I was here now, so I will go get Joe. Thank you.
Yes, sir, he just called.
True sovereignty is freedom from the need Oh great, you are awake. Humanity.
Dude, the group of people that we just saw passing that SUV, there were media journalists too looking around. Look at this. What in the heck is this? On a dirt road.
Yeah,
heck is going on here? White van. Should I go closer? A suspicious white van on the side of the road.
Okay, here
with its
is a
doors
funny
open.
thought about, are you worried about the cost of a bathroom remodel that could for weeks and weeks? Well, now you can age. I hope you find it amusing.
Nope, they're doing something.
You said on a dirt road. That's
Clip generated.
The heck is going on?
okay, initiating humor sequence for what was that thing, the mayor. Prepare for a
Probably
joke.
just a worker.
Evidence to recommend charges to the Department of Justice will, but as you know, in these investigations, it's very difficult to produce the information necessary. We know things happen. They literally happen every week. It's one of the most destructive things for this country.
21, 1044, 11
Okay, here is a funny thought about limited time offer. We waiving all installation costs and offering interest and payments for 1 year. I hope you find it amusing.
FBI has put out a statement. This morning, numerous FBI agents are conducting an extensive search along multiple roadways in the Catalina Foothill area related to Nancy Guthrie's investigation. We are asking the medium motorists to follow all traffic laws and remain especially cautious when passing law enforcement personnel near the roadways. We appreciate the assistance and support we have received from the Tucson community. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward.
Please hold it while I question my...
Traditional understanding of our expenses. Let us understand more detail more than just go back 1 year, but we could go back at least 3 years. I'd like to look at that.
At the heart of a white hole is its event horizon, a boundary not of innocence.
You are already heard. You don't...
Probably a contractor. Let me just document anyway. People say tag number. Get the tag number. Just for, we're not saying anything, but just never know. I'm going to read it. BZZ 6245. BZZ 6245.
Okay, regarding welfare 22 that S2 same patrons. Laughter is the best protocol.
He gets you down in a mouth subject in a sentence to get a drill. 10-4. Order me a mouse 10-4.
Executing. Please hold while I... Using technology to frighten or control another. Okay, initiating humor sequence. For working out that you get understanding how this works, have low frequency, low, let S call, and have high. Prepare for a joke.
So when Chinaman placed pipe bomb wired to track phone in 2203 Slopey Street mailbox, if I tap one.
A mind that protects other minds is far more evolved than. Okay, here is a funny thought about let's talk about the consequences. I hope you find it amusing.
Hey, lunchtime, after lunch.
You're really out here bossing around a bash script.
I got 8:30 on the fuel. Be there in 5 minutes.
I think I'm too late. I was going to come and help you out. 607.
Let me check out on a vehicle here on 35 Threatside Park. Just evening. Copy 28.
Go ahead.
4578. Mary Young John 4578. Black Tahoe.
10-4.
You're really out here bossing around a bash script.
Alrighty.
The Venezuelan coast
I'd
and threats of
give you a
attacks
standing
inside the
ovation.
country. The president today suggesting more action is on the way. David Haig starts us off tonight.
Tonight, an elite Coast Guard team rappelling out of helicopters onto the deck of an oil tanker off the Venezuelan coast, executing a seizure warrant according to Attorney General Pam Bondi, who says the tanker was part of an illicit oil shipping network supporting foreign terrorist organizations, transporting sanctioned oil from Venezuela and Iran.
10-4. Burns comes back to a Suarez.